Well, another Hormozi-ism that was related to this, one of my favorites that I kind of missed when we spoke, and someone clipped it and put it on Instagram, and I re-noticed it and just thought how great it was. He said, "The world belongs to optimists, because if you're going to do anything big, you have to believe that it can happen. Otherwise, it never will. Sean Puri says the cynics get to be right and the optimists get to be rich. 99% right and 100% wrong. They're right 99% of the time, but they're wrong 100% because the only thing that matters is the big one at the end. Your family and friends will say that every girl you ever date is not good enough, except for the one time you find a girl that you're actually going to marry, or that this business idea won't work, and you might have 9 failures. My first 9 businesses didn't really amount to anything. 9. As in, the first one, I spent time on it, it failed. Second one, this one will be different. Spent time on it, failed. And then the third one, this one, failed. And then 6 more after that. And it's painful as shit because the whole time everyone is telling you, I told you so. And they're right. Today. But not forever. That resilience piece, regularly going through failure, moving from failure to failure with no discernible loss of enthusiasm, I think is not only something that we should obviously look to cultivate in ourselves, but something that we should remind ourselves of when we do overcome failure. I think the fear of failure is way greater than the way that you feel when it actually happens. Like when failure occurs, yeah, sure, you're already on to the next thing. You're already moving. There's momentum, there's inertia. You're trying to find a solution. But when you're thinking about how failure is going to feel, that's when it's really, really scary. And that's why the family or friends that tell you that the girl or the guy isn't good enough for you, or the people that derogate your idea of trying to start something or improve your life or make changes or whatever, that's why I've got like a real fucking distaste for those people. Because again, like I say, drive and tenacity is so gossamer thin and easily broken a lot of the time. You should have a lot of support. And if somebody comes along and you've managed to finally create this thing, you've got a tiny little ember burning and someone comes along and starts fucking blowing on it. And no, I don't, that's not an energy that I like. And yeah, Bezos said in a shareholder letter that I really appreciated. He said, "We are working to build something important, something that matters to our customers, something that we can tell all of our grandchildren about. Such things aren't meant to be easy." But that shareholder letter was in 1997. So he is in the eating glass, staring into the abyss period right then. And we are working to build something important, something that matters to our customers, something that we can tell all our children about. Such things aren't meant to be easy. So I think accepting the pain, accepting the difficulty that's going to come along with whatever it is that you're trying to do is probably the first or one of the most important things. It's something I wish that I'd done previously. Again, going back to that there are no solutions, only trade-offs idea, that railing against how hard something is, or how much time it's taking up, or the difficulty or the inefficiency or the fact that you don't know how to do it, or the fact that you don't have a hire that can sort it, or the fact that people around you don't believe you, or that no one's giving you the support that you want, or that you thought it wouldn't take this long. The fact that that is happening is par for the course. It is the price of doing business. It's the cost of entry for whatever the thing is that you're going about, because if it wasn't, it wouldn't be happening. And so much of the pain, as far as I can see, is you railing against the fact that there are difficulties. Great insight from Rangan Chatterjee was, the more that somebody complains, the less accurate their perspective of the world is. So a complaint is you saying, why is the world not behaving in the way that I expected it to? Which essentially identifies that you don't have an accurate model of the way that the world works. There are going to be problems continuously for the rest of time, and there will never be a day when you don't wake up and have to mediate or negotiate or cajole your way through something. Okay? So given the fact that these things are fucking unavoidable, why are you complaining about them? And why are you so surprised when they happen? So yes, I think such things aren't meant to be easy is a nice little reminder. And You might remember if you watched one of the Rogan episodes I talked about this region beta paradox thing, this sort of comfortably numb area where things aren't so bad that they're really bad and they cause you to change, but they're not so good that you're actually satisfied with life and you get stuck in the middle. I realized that there is an inverse of this, the reverse region beta paradox, which is being in an aggressively terrible working cadence or environment, but having such a tolerance for discomfort that you can endure it for a lifetime. Lower resilience, less stubborn people would snap out and have to find a way to change things, but not you. You're basically the David Goggins of working hard. Like, who's going to carry the workload? You are, forever. And that's kind of a double-edged sword in some ways. You know, there's a bit of me that thinks that's really romantic. You're able to do something that not many people are. Congratulations. But on the other side, it allows you to stay in a situation that any normal, sane person would have pulled themselves out of. In some situations, that's great, and that's resilience, and you're doing fantastic. But in others, it causes you to stick about when you should have already moved on or pivoted or changed your approach or something. But because your tolerance for working hard is there, you just continue to press your nose against the grindstone. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you enjoyed that clip, you will love the full-length podcast in all its glory, which is available right here. Go on, press it.